name is Tammy and I use travel, fashion, and lifestyle content to show you what it's like to live Black plus and abroad. I am so excited because this is my third consecutive year doing a video like this. Make sure you go and you watch my other two videos. This video is also going to be in addition to the other two, where I am going to show you as a plus size babe how to dress for Halloween. Now in previous hauls, I sourced pieces from here and there and some are everywhere. But today, most of the pieces are coming from Shein. I will tell you though, when I was looking for these looks, Shein is into cosplay. And so a lot of the looks that I was finding specifically costumes in the plus size range look more like lingerie. And so I do want to be sexy when I step out, but I don't want to be giving lingerie. But you know me, I'm up for a challenge. And so I definitely had to put my thinking cap on, and I definitely had to find pieces that fit in with the Halloween theme, an adult Halloween, but also, you know, we're stylish and sexy and playful and flirty. And I think I got some good options for you all. So when I think of what I'm gonna wear to a Halloween event, the overall aesthetic of the outfit kind of mimics my style outside of the occasion. And so a lot of times my looks are not very costumey, but they more mimic my style. And so keep that in mind as you're watching this haul. Also, I wanted to give you a couple of disclaimers and things that you just need to know. So number one, when I dress for Halloween, I dress for events that do not involve children. I'm in a season in my life where I am childless, and so I go to adults only events where children are not in attendance. But you can also take some of my recommendations today and style them for events that do involve children, so keep that in mind. Another thing is I don't gatekeep on this channel. So not only am I going to show my size and information in the description box, but whatever links that I can find to these looks or the characters that we're about to unlock, I will definitely put them down below. And when you shop those links, it definitely helps out the channel, and it definitely helps me to continue to make content like this. Y'all, I am so excited to unleash these characters. I'm so excited about giving you ideas. So let's just quit rambling and let's get started. While I was browsing the Shein website, I found two characters that I wanted to unlock this Halloween. The first one is the frisky feline, and the second one is the ferocious tiger. And so with the frisky feline, I kind of wanted to do something a little bit outside the box, and this mesh leopard print black catsuit definitely fit the bill. I absolutely love this, and I even adore that they had it in curvy and plus size sizes. Now I will admit that the fit is a little bit oversized on me. I think I got this in a 2X or maybe even a 1X, but I should have got a 0X. So this is actually true to size, and it's good quality for the material. So it's mesh, but it has this leopard print detailing in a faux suede. It is so sexy. And so I'm wearing a black push-up bra underneath and also some black high-waisted bottoms with this. And then I decided to style it with some platform Mary Janes that I also got on Shein. And then in order to match the whole see-through mesh lacy aesthetic, I opted for some cat ears that are also made in lace. And I just think that it's such a simple look. It's an easy look, but it definitely gives frisky feline. The second look was a little bit harder to come by, But if you can get it, baby, get it, because it makes a statement. So if you think that leopard print makes a statement, try tiger print. Now, the first thing that I came across on the Shein website in the curve section was these awesome tiger print looking leggings. And I was like, oh my goodness, how can I unlock a tiger or a ferocious tiger as a character? And so I kept looking and looking, and fortunately in their lingerie section, they had this sexy mesh tiger print one shoulder bodysuit. So whenever I'm doing a Halloween theme, I wear my bodysuits on the outside of my bottoms. I think it gives it more of a costume look, but it can still be fearless. So that's a tip if you want to, if you're definitely styling and dressing yourself for a Halloween theme, wear your bodysuits outside of the outside of your leggings or your bottoms, and thank you later. I couldn't find any tiger print accessories like ears or anything like that on Shein, so I decided to just use what I already had. I had already purchased from Shein these platform black booties, so I decided to wear those. And then I had a baseball cap, a leather black baseball cap. That's a staple in my closet for winter. I didn't get this one from Shein, but I'm sure if you search their website, you'll be able to find one. And yeah, that's two characters that you can unlock relatively easy. If you're into special effects makeup, you can definitely do that with these characters to really play up the animal instinct. You can also, if you're into wigs, you can also wear wigs. Like, these are definitely basic outfits, but the way that you play them up and the way that you accessorize them definitely will make a statement this Halloween. So the next character that we're unlocking is the French Maid. I mean, how can I be living in Europe for upwards of 3 years and not unlock this character? Now, when I think of the French Maid, I think of this character as the forerunner for all things sexy. There are just some classic characters like the French Maid, the school teacher, or the schoolgirl, and the nurse that are just, they're the forerunners of titillation when it comes to unlocking characters for your Halloween festivities. And so I really played up this costume with some sexy Mary Jane heels. You can do a stiletto if you like, but true to my individual style, I do more of a platform heel. And so I definitely wanted to do that in this trusty feather duster. Now, I will say that I had some not so fun thoughts about this costume, especially as I looked at my plus size body and just the deep hue of my skin as I wore this costume. It may invite some commentary that's not so friendly in some circles. Not the French part of the costume, but definitely the Maid part of the costume. And so you want to just tread lightly if you decide to bring this character out for Halloween. I think, you know, in the groups of people that I choose to hang out with, I could wear this and be fine. And if somebody bought some smoke, you know I can handle myself. Watch the vlogs for receipts. But however, I don't want you to put yourself in harm's way, especially with this social, political climate that we're living in. And so you have to definitely decide whether or not you want to bring this character out. But you know, if you have a partner, you might want to bring her out. Or if you're having a more intimate gathering amongst adults, you might want to bring her out. But in mixed company, she may not be appropriate. Next character is giving Star Wars, Star Trek, and NASA all in the same breath. She is ready to beam up some Scotties this Halloween. This is Space Cadet Tammy reporting for duty. And so, when I found this costume on Shein, it came with two pieces. It came with the bodysuit and it came with the stockings. And so the model on Shein was actually modeling it like that. And so I decided to try my hand at styling it exactly how it was on the website. And so the first way that I styled this was with the silver bodysuit, the stockings, and then the shades. I also paired it with my silver Air Force Ones. And so, of course, the shades, the bodysuit, and the stockings are all from Shein. The Air Force Ones are not. But if you want a cute pair of platform silver sneakers, you can find a lot of different options on Shein that won't break the bank. Now, I will tell you, I was pleasantly surprised at how well the stockings fit me. So I got this set in a 2X because I wanted to make sure that the stockings would fit. And I will tell you that I was not very hopeful. However, I could get the stockings all the way up over my thighs, but would they stay up? Absolutely not. Even when I was posing for the video, I had to make sure that I just stood still. Also, this bodysuit is like a French cut bathing suit. So it's gonna give you a wedgie in the back. It's gonna be cut high on the sides. So I'm only facing the camera. I'm not turning my back to the camera because, you know, that's my business. If you want to be a little bit more covered, you could get some neon fishnets, or you could even get some opaque neon tights. And then, you know, I think it would be really cute with a pair of like to the knee boots. And I think this would be a cute little outfit. However, I decided to go in another direction. So the second way that I styled this outfit is more like how I would wear it to a Halloween event. So instead of wearing stockings underneath the bodysuit, I went for a pair of leggings in the same hue as the bodysuit. And I was so lucky to be able to find these silver leather leggings on Shein. And then I knew that I was gonna wear my tennis shoes because duh, I like to dance when I go out. And so I decided to see if I could find some neon scrunch socks, and I definitely looked up. I found one pair for less than €2 on the Shein website. The shades are also from Shein. The model on the Shein website had on these green shades, and they were a different green than the piping on the uniform. However, I wanted something to be a little bit more matchy-matchy. And so I looked at the shades and found these cool, angular, space cadet looking shades. Y'all, the shades are what make the outfit. Now, some other things that you could do is add some neon hair with this. Like those of you that are wig slayers, like you could definitely do that. You could also add some gloves. I think the fishnet gloves that don't have the fingers but come all the way up to like your bicep, I think that would be really cute with this outfit. You could really style it. This is like a one and done situation, but the accessories is what will make it really pop. If you're having a bad day, Nurse Tammy is here to slay. Y'all, I'm having so much fun with this little costume. All right, so the next character that we're unlocking is the nurse. And let me tell you, this costume is a lot, okay? It's definitely giving. And so what I like about the costume is, of course, the color. We have the stark white with red accents. And it also comes with this headband that looks kind of like a nurse's hat, as well as a detachable belt. There is not much to this little costume. So again, if you're wanting to play up your more sexy side, this is the look for you. They actually had this in a black colorway as well. And so when I link it below, you'll see the options. This one goes up to a 3X. I actually ordered it true to size in a 2X. And I will tell you, it barely covers my bum. Like if I bend over, y'all gonna see all of my business. But the good news is Shein has a lot of different iterations of this little nurse costume. I would recommend reading the description to make sure that the accessories pictured with the actual costume come with it. So when I read the description, it said that it was a 3-piece costume, so I knew I was gonna get the dress, the belt, and the headband. But this is a one and done look. I added these red fishnets just for a little bit of coverage and just for a little bit of accessory. And I wanted to wear a heel with this. And so I could have definitely went with a regular stiletto heel or a peep toe block heel or a pointed toe heel. So I decided to pull out some patent leather red boots because that's a little bit more my style. I will say in Shein shoes, because my feet are wide and they are flat, I always size up because they don't offer wide width on the website. So I wear a 10 wide, but in straight size shoes, I'll get a 10 and a half, and in Shein shoes, I just go ahead and get an 11. And I will say that these little boots are comfortable. They're not gonna be cushioned, you know, like higher end shoes have with heels tend to sometimes have a cushion, especially at the bottom of the foot. But for the price point, they are comfortable. You can put your own insoles in there or gel soles to make them more cushioned, or you can wear them to an event where you're not going to be doing a lot of walking or dancing. Howdy Tam Fam. I hope you haven't put away your Cowboy Carter gear because Halloween is the perfect occasion for you to run it right on back. So this outfit is the actual outfit that I wore to go see Queen Bee this summer. And I thought, what is a perfect occasion than Halloween for me to bring it right on back out. And so from the neck down, I actually got it from another retailer. But as I was shopping Shein, it actually gave me the idea to recycle my Cowboy Carter outfit. And so they had a lot of different pieces in this cow print, from dresses to skirts to mini skirts to jackets to pants, like you name it. And so if I can find some of those pieces, I will definitely link them down below so that you can recreate this look. But the hat is Shein. And I will tell you that their Western inspired gear as a whole doesn't break the bank, but I don't even think that I paid 20 euros for this hat. And the detail is just phenomenal. First of all, it matches perfectly with my ensemble in the same cow print, and the band on it just gives it a little bit of flair. And I like how the hat has these, like the sides are kind of turned up. Usually cowboy hats have like a wider brim, but this is a more narrow brim because the sides are like turned up in like this U shape. It is so cute. And I'm a little bit partial. And so I like a little bit of luxe and high-end sprinkled here and there in my looks. And I really feel like the brown cow print looks a little better than the black and white cow print. I actually think it looks a little bit more expensive. And so Shein had a lot of brown cow print all up and through the curve section of their website. And so yeah, I took this outfit and I styled it with my bolero tie, but instead of letting the strings from the bolero tie hang, I just wore it as kind of a brooch and tucked it into the shirt. And then I wore my Western inspired boots. This is definitely a contender for an upcoming Halloween event that I'm going to. And I feel like I will slay the game in this little get up. Hee-haw. I hope you're ready to rev your engines because NasCar Baddie is in the building. Y'all, when I was looking for these characters, I kept seeing race car couture all over Shein. And so this is an actual outfit that they had on their website, but how cute would it be to wear to your Halloween festivities and functions? I absolutely adore this. So this is like a two-piece skirt set, and it's made to actually look like a race car jacket, but it's of course a top and a skirt. I feel like this cut would actually be flattering to a lot of plus size bodies because the top has this oversized fit and the bottom has more of a bodycon fit, and so the proportions are perfect. I also love the color green. I think that is a different take. Usually when you see NasCar or race car couture, you see red and black. And then if they want to, make it a little bit more feminine, you see like pink and black. But this green was so unique, I had to try it. And so it does have red and white, the traditional race car colors in it, but the green just gives it a little something different. Also, if you look at the sleeves on this, it has the checkered flag of, that symbolizes the race car. And so I decided to play that up a little bit more and get a checkered hat. When you're shopping accessories on Shein, y'all, they are little or nothing. And so I really do enjoy that about them. Again, I pulled out the patent red platform booties because they're comfortable and they go with the overall ensemble. And yeah, I feel like this little outfit is giving. On your mark, get set, go, honey. Whether you're getting into the trick, the treat, or somewhere in between, I hope the characters that I unlocked today help you to get some ideas of how to style yourself for your upcoming Halloween events. Please comment and let me know which character you like the most and also which outfit that you're going to try. Remember, links to everything that I can find are in the description box. And so feel free to shop. When you do, it helps the channel and it helps me to keep making content like this. All right, y'all. I hope that you have a happy Halloween. Be safe out there, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.